Okay, it's too warm right now. The thermometer stood on 45 degrees Celsius before, and I'm sure that's because the sun was just insane right there at that point of the house. But but still 45. The thermometer stops at 50. So well, anyway, I think it's gonna be a little cooler eventually. But anyway, that doesn't really have anything at all to do with this video. It's just another update. I have 2 Blu-rays and I think 9 DVDs or something. So I guess I could start with the Blu-rays. First is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I own this. I can. It's right here. I forgot to prepare, but it's very close, so I just stretch for it. I have this one already, which is very similar to this. This one has a few special features that this one doesn't have, but yeah, but I'm sure this one has special features that this one doesn't have. So anyway, but mainly I bought it because I just wanted to see it again, and I wanted it on Blu-ray, and this one is a pretty good looking Blu-ray, I guess. It says collector's edition, if that means anything these days. What this one includes that the other one doesn't, and actually I might even have a standard DVD, because I think I already had a regular DVD when I bought the other one maybe 2 years ago. But this one includes it has something which says the Holy Book of Days second screen experience, and that's only available if you have an iPad or something like that. So I wasn't able to check that out, but it has some lost animations with commentary by Terry Gilliam, a very not a very positive commentary, but he's being sarcastic, but still. I'm not sure if I appreciate his attitude. I'm really boring when I say that, but that's how it is. Anyway, he was talking about the animations and whatever. And then it has some outtakes and extended scenes with introduction by Terry Jones. And that is basically, it has some deleted scenes, a lot of extended scenes, and then at the end of that feature there are a bunch of bloopers, which I think is a lot of fun to watch, especially with this movie, because I didn't think that they really existed. Well, I mean, they gotta exist somewhere, I guess, but I didn't think that they were released. But they're on here. Maybe I don't think that it's more than 5 minutes, but what's on here is a lot of fun to watch. I mean, it's one of my favorite movies. I guess it's brilliant. A lot of obvious humor, but a lot of subtle stuff as well. If you look a little closer, it's not one of the best examples of tons of subtle humor, because you do notice most of it when you watch it the first time, but there are still a bunch of stuff that you might not pick up on the first watch. Anyway, and then all of that other stuff, that the douchey stuff that fans of a certain movie will say, but it's true. So anyway, that's, yeah, I'm gonna get Life of Brian too on Blu-ray, and I was gonna get The Meaning of Life as well, but I don't think it's out on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna gotta dig here in the pile to get the Blu-ray, which is on the bottom. And this one is Batman Begins, which I actually had never seen before, but I bought it along with The Dark Knight, because I thought that I should prepare, if you will, for the new movie. And I had never seen this, but I had seen The Dark Knight in theaters, but it wasn't a very good theater experience. My chair was loud as hell, and I was warm, and I wasn't comfortable, and I just, every time I moved, the chair squeaked, and I just felt like I was disturbing everyone, and I was just I just wanted to get the hell out of there. I want to watch it again, because I honestly don't remember if I liked it or not. But this one, as I said, had not seen it before, but I liked it. Thought it was a good movie. Great action, great sort of semi-dystopian dark visuals that I guess I like. Very, very boring inside. I got it cheap. This one and The Dark Knight I got for about 50 crowns each. So. And then we got a Swedish sort of crime, comedy, action movie, and that's Babas Bilar. I guess that translates to Babas Cars. And I don't know if that is the official English title, but there are English subtitles on this one, so if you're interested in the movie, then you don't need to know Swedish, because yeah. And I enjoyed it. On IMDb it doesn't my light is never mind. On IMDb not many people seem to appreciate it, but I thought it was good actors and a lot of sort of small storylines which intertwine and creates a pretty funny plot and a lot of funny characters. Yeah, and it has a lot of languages in here too. Obviously they speak Swedish, and there's a lot of English, a lot of Finnish, fair amount of Russian, and a bit of Norwegian, and then like one sentence of Danish or something. So I liked it. I actually got it for free. I had a discount code for cdon.com for SE, and there was no shipping at the time because they were celebrating something, I guess. So yeah, for free. That's I can't complain. Then we got a Criterion Rushmore. This is not from the 50% off. This one was so cheap already, but I have probably tomorrow I'm gonna be able to buy a bunch of Criterions from that sale, because I still have a few days before they end the sale, I think. So I'll pick up a bunch from there. And yeah, so I only have 2 as of now. This one is number 65, so pretty old edition, but a good movie. I definitely liked it. I can't really say I'm a huge fan of Wes Anderson's style of making movies. His very sort of stylish, minimalistic comedy or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not saying I prefer in-your-face comedy. It just depends. Whatever. But the movie is good. It's definitely good, and it comes with a map, which is like paper. It's not plastic, so that's well, it feels like paper. It doesn't feel like plasticky like most posters do. So that's my second Criterion. The first one is Night and Fog, if you're curious. Then we got a double feature Swedish movies, The Immigrants and The New Land. It's the English titles, and you can see what the Swedish ones are. I think that's the English titles anyway. I had seen the second one, The New Land, when I was maybe 12 and maybe younger. And I remember that I got a little freaked out by the movie, so I turned it off. But now it's actually pretty disturbing, so I don't blame myself, I guess. But still, it's not that bad. But for example, the baby sequence, I was pretty surprised to see. Yeah, I don't really have time to talk about them because I'm on 9 minutes already, but they're good. Especially the first one is better than the second one, in my opinion. Due Date, very cheap from CD-ON as well. Actually, I did get the last one from CD-ON too, The New Land and The Immigrants. This one I saw before, but it was so cheap, so I just bought it. Saw it again and liked it almost as much. It's entertaining. It has a gag reel too. Maybe Baby, not a very good movie, as you can pretty much tell. I mean, but it has Rowan Atkinson. I figured he probably not gonna be in the movie for that long, and that was right. He plays a doctor, and these two people, they try to have a child, so I just figured that he probably won't fit into their personal lives, which is probably gonna result in little screen time. And he had only 2 scenes, but the first one of those was really funny, and I watched it a couple of times. And I guess if you're a fan of Rowan Atkinson, I'd recommend maybe not seeing the whole movie. You don't need to do that, but check out his scene because I enjoyed it. It's not anything revolutionary. It's just some improv, I guess, from his part. Anyway, then we have Home Improvement Season 3. I'm glad that I think the rest of the ones are now cheaper. Actually, this might be the only one that is a little bit more expensive, at least right now. I think I paid about £16 plus shipping, which is not outrageous, but it's still kind of expensive. But the next ones are new. This one was used, and they're about £10 each, I think. So I don't think they have Swedish subtitles, but it's not necessary. But I do prefer it. So that's only one small downside to those, personally. Twin Dragons, Jackie Chan movie, and it also stars Jackie Chan. Stupid to put 2. I mean, you know, I know why they did it, but anyway, it's okay. I mean, it's enjoyable. Jackie Chan fans, sure, check it out, but it's just another Jackie Chan movie. Not great. It's good. No, it's okay. This one was very enjoyable. Ruthless People. I was planning on picking this up earlier, a couple months ago, but I never did. But I liked it. I bought it because of that Danny DeVito. I think if you watched my videos for a while, then you recognize that me saying that I bought something because Danny DeVito is in it. But it's not going to be the last time, trust me, because I really like the guy. So there you go, Ruthless People. Then the last thing, this actually went quicker than I thought, because I tend to ramble on. Season 7 of The Office. Yeah, worst season so far, but up until the ending, up until the episodes where Michael has left, it's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty tame and dull at times, but you know, it can't match the creativity and just so much fun like the show was in like season 3 or 4, around there. But it's still fun, it's good, it's entertaining, I like it. But I have to say that if season 8 is gonna continue along the road, or you know, it's gonna continue in the spirit of the last episode of this season, it's not gonna be a very fun watch, because that episode was not very good. It was just dull. I mean, it sounds like I'm exaggerating now, but it was like some people you know, opened the head, took the brain out of the writers, shut the lid, and forced them at gunpoint to write the episode. Which does sound fairly exaggerated, I give you that, but it's just, I just don't know what they were thinking with that episode. It's just really boring. There's nothing enjoyable about it, really. I guess the only thing is the guest actors, because it has Jim Carrey in like his shortest appearance ever, and Ray Romano, who was funny, but I'm a big fan of him, bigger fan than most people, I'm sure. Will Arnett, who's funny, but I've never really been a big fan. Same with Ricky Gervais, although I haven't really known about him for as long. And then who else was in it? I guess maybe it was James Spader I'm thinking about. And that's a pretty good sign, though, because he's one of the best things, maybe the best thing, except for Ray Romano, but I know he's not going to be in the next season. He's the one off or the best thing of the finale, and he's obviously the new boss in season 8, so that's a good sign. But I still am very skeptical towards season 8, but I'm gonna get it. And then there's a season 9 too, and I heard that even more people have left. I don't know who, and I don't really want to know. I'll just pick up season 8 whenever it's released, and I'll see. Anyway, I guess that's all. I do get a lot of comedy, don't I? Well, I did have New Land and the Immigrants. That's not comedy, exactly. So, that's one thing anyway, and Batman Begins. Okay, well, I think as I'm gonna order a lot of Criterions, there will be a non-comedy update fairly soon, if you don't like comedy. So, okay, that's all. I'm gonna open the window and put on the fan, which I had to turn off because of the noise. Once again, I'm complaining about the heat. That's all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.